You know what I mean? People's champion, you know, back at you one more time for the March of Dimes. You know what I'm talking about? And we trying to march to get us a couple dimes, man. If y'all want to just donate to arismaradio.com, log on, man. I mean, credit card, MasterCard, Bank of America. However you want to do this here. You understand my blackness? Y'all can do this here. And if y'all want a show, you can contact arismaradio.com. We're seeking new, talented people. If you don't have any talent, listen, we're going to charge you extra. You dig what I mean? Just straight out. We're going to lie to you, and we're going to tell you that you're good. We're going to tell you you're an excellent speaker. If you are fat, and this is not the views of Arisma Radio, but if you are fat, we're not going to tell you you're fat. We're not going to do it.
Well, that would be fair.
I wouldn't tell them that. If you're skinny.
The views and opinions of Dr. Marcus Truth
I don't
are not the views and opinions of Arisma Radio or its affiliates.
I don't believe we are supposed to tell nobody they're fat or skinny. If you are pretty and a female, I'm not going to be like, you're pretty.
Everyone would be very happy to tell someone that they're beautiful.
I mean, but I think it's equally as discriminating. Because I'm so tired of that. I am tired of being told, oh, man, you know, you have this and that, and, you know, you look like a mix between Jamie Foxx and Denzel. You know, I'm getting tired of these moves, man. Don't do that. She's looking at me right now like I look like a mix between Marvin Gaye and Stevie when he was young. But I won't get deep into that. What we're going to do is go back to the topic of why are women so angry? And the reason why I thought this would be an interesting topic, because, you know, you have a lot of stories out there now that women are overworked, they're going to work, and the demands of their job and the demands of home are making it very difficult for them to be happy. At one point, they could just stay home and the guy was the breadwinner, but possibly the TV and possibly the education even has told them or taught them, listen, I want my own, I'm not waiting. We have all these different opportunities. I could be the president, I could do this, I can be the CEO of a company, so why not do this? But once they're pregnant, of course, there's a lot of complications that go, and women are not happy. And on top of that, I feel like when they come home from those jobs and they're watching this so-called dumb guy happy with watching the game and not having a period and just looking so content with life, it makes them want to kill their husbands. They hate their position. Maybe, I don't know.
No, that's that typical married life. Actually, I have a good friend of mine from high school who has a baby now, but yeah, she deals with that. Or he'll come home and he'll watch the soccer game, or as they call it, football. That's the right term for that sport, but
same thing.
Yeah, like it's the same thing, whatever. But anyhow, but yeah, like she's always frustrated when he complained about how she made a tamale. He was upset that there was like some sauce coming out of it, and she's like, you know, I worked really hard on these tamales.
Wow.
And then I was the only one who was like, yeah, well, these are good. And she was just happy. At least one person was happy, but her husband, who she's trying to please day after day,
wasn't
who
happy
pays the rent. He
about
does pay the rent,
the tamale juice
because tamale sauce was coming out of there.
Oh man, get a new woman. I mean, she don't know how to do tamales.
I guess tamales wasn't good enough.
And that is why the divorce rate is so high, because of that old tamale juice. I tell you what, but tell me this. I don't think either one of y'all are married. No. Why are single women feeling like maybe they are more thoughtful but getting less rewards out of life? And is it that men are not giving y'all these rewards y'all feel like y'all deserve, or is in some spooky way life mistreating you? Because I'm not sure if it's...
No, it's because it's us mistreating us. When you're single, you have to deal with more. I believe you have to deal with more. And in a good way, though, because then that's how you can make life easier. If you learn to accept who you are. And that's the best part about being single, is learning who you are and accepting who you are, and that's how you can deal with life better.
Wow.
Is how you look at yourself. And the thing about people who are married, the reason why they're even 10 times angrier and why women are really angry is because they don't have the time to do that. When people don't have the time to take for themselves, life can be very misleading. And then they take things way too seriously. Even single people take things seriously because they get caught up in either work, or you get caught up in looking for someone to help you with your problems, when in the end, even if you were married, you would still be angry because that person can't do it but you. Yeah.
No, that makes sense. That really makes sense, because I have a friend who's married, and when she has a problem and she tries to talk to her husband, he's like, "Oh, well, what do you care? Like, just leave it alone." And he's like, "Well, aren't you gonna defend me in that whatever, like maybe like her brother?"
Empathize.
Yeah, and he doesn't. He's like, whatever. He's like, he's a piece of shit. Just let it go. Like, he pretty much doesn't care. Like, he's just like whatever about everything. And she's like, "I'm your wife. Like, stand up for me."
Right.
So he, I guess, in his part, he doesn't feel that he needs to, or she needs to just let it go. Like, it's just, don't sweat the small stuff. But maybe for her, because maybe she's an overly emotional person, it's a big deal.
So she's on succotash, and he's trying to say, listen, you need to keep this Macintosh. You know what I'm saying? For real. I know you out there tired of making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Messing with Frosted Flakes. But the only way you going to be a sweetie is get you a champion bowl of Wheaties. You know what I'm talking about? But you understand me? If she don't listen, she going to end up missing. And she ain't going to be no winner like Bruce Jenner. You know what I'm talking about? For real, man. If I had an applause, if there was a... Whatever, man. Listen, I'm tired of cracking these stellar jokes and people not really understanding my movement right now. You know what I mean? But I will get on to this. What I'm thinking is, possibly with the ladies, I think sometimes women try to get what they want. They give what they want. And they are shocked when men don't reciprocate in the way that they do things. And I do believe men and women are wired differently. So women, I think they try to love their way through situations. Whereas a guy is a little more concerned with respect than love. Like, what difference does it mean if you love me, but you didn't respect me and you slept with your ex? I mean, stuff like that. The respect factor is really big in our mind. I don't know how to really convey that.
You don't have to convey. It's completely understandable.
You hear that phone? Look at that. This is a shame. I think
it must be all the women.
No, that's Michelle Obama, and I told her, listen,
hey,
I can't do it. Okay, and we have a guest coming in. He's gonna introduce y'all to how to get a record deal, and I want y'all to pay close attention to this guy when he comes in. He's a record executive, and no, we're not closing this.
Okay.
He just called me. I mean, whatever. Yeah. But at any rate, we're going to have a special guest coming in. But yeah, like I was saying, I think women, they are bogged down possibly by the fantasy. I call it the doll syndrome. They're sheltered and told a certain thing, and they're listening to music, Soul Child, Love, and all these different records.
Wait, that was a man who made that record.
Yeah, they're listening to the records, but as soon as I get home from work and all that, that is a song. It don't work like that. I mean, it's the songs, the fantasy, and even maybe what women tell each other is a little different than how we view it. And I think a more positive dialogue will come, or a more realistic understanding of love will come when women are asking men what they want. Because I think y'all dress for each other. It's certain things. I was like, well, who voted that in? Why are women wearing that? And it's like, because we want to, because we're liberated, we want to do this and that. It's like, well, who are you trying to get with?